Hello there, Dr. Michelle Eggenberger here, Doctor of Oriental Medicine, Holistic Stress and Anxiety Coach. And I am so happy that you're here today. I'm happy that you're here on the page or the YouTube channel, wherever you're looking at this, or your email, if you signed up for my emails. And one of the questions that I get a lot is about people that are suffering from stress and anxiety because they're at a crossroads in their careers. Now, if this is you, you might be feeling confused. You might be having like anxiety about taking a big step in your life in a different direction. You might be feeling that there's something out there more than the 9 to 5 day-to-day living. There might be something out there that it doesn't involve being rushed all the time and running all the time. And you might have been questioning yourself, why am I doing all this? Why am I keep going over and over to this same work, especially if you're in corporate America. Nowadays, working in corporate America unfortunately seems like we're working ourselves to the bone, trying to get better, faster, bigger, be more productive, yet we seem to be more tired than ever, more exhausted than ever, and more depressed and unhappy. Now, what I mean here is not that you have to be in a full-on depression or full-on, panic attack, or you might be experiencing that. But this might just be a triggering point for your soul. Like your soul's purpose is not being fulfilled. Like that you want to be of service to others, that you feel like the career that you chose and maybe it was great for you is not what you want right now, and it might be causing you a lot of anxiety. And this anxiety might be making you not be able to sleep at night and feel more exhausted than ever, and finding like you don't know where else to go or what decision to take. And this has you paralyzed. This has you without taking a step, without taking any action, because you're just afraid. And the longer you stayed in this no man's land or no woman's land, the more you feel frustrated, the more this whole thing, this fear of moving forward or making a decision seems bigger and bigger and bigger. And it has an effect on the way you're sleeping. It has an effect that in the way that you're taking care of yourself. It might have an effect on the way that you're showing up with your family, with your kids, or in relationships with your spouse, or even as a single woman. This might have an effect on how you're showing up in your confidence level, in opening up, in feeling like yourself. One of the reasons why I really like to work with clients that have this particular pain point is because I was there myself. I worked in corporate America for over 10 years. I used to be a creative director in an advertising agency that was very successful. But I had a very stressful life. I was constantly working. I was not taking care of myself, not knowingly. I just was doing what was expected of me and what seemed to be the norm, which was running around, eating whatever it was to come back to work, and then feeling frustrated because I had a feeling that there was something more. There was something more than the 9 to 5. There was something more than just making lots of money, which I'm not saying is not great, but if you can do that and be of purpose and bring something else to the world, especially if it is aligned with your dharma, with your purpose in life, right? In the reason why you're here. And sometimes there's that disconnect. The disconnect is that you're not following your purpose. So how can you find your purpose? How can you find that clarity? How can you find, the way to go? In my case, it took a lot of years. It took me getting sick, and through my physical problems, starting to look for alternatives. This took me to trying acupuncture, which opened my interest into Eastern philosophies, which also pushed me to learn about yoga. And once I had been cured of my asthma, which was really not cured, but basically realigned, my health was realigned, I was able to find my purpose. I started studying Chinese medicine, became a doctor of Chinese medicine, studied yoga, became a yoga teacher. I have done more than 800 hours of studying yoga and understanding the self, doing mindfulness practices to increase, my emotional intelligence and learn about that and help my patients with that. I learned about nutrition and did a health coaching to learn more about the different diets and how the energy of food impacts the body. And all that took me a long, long time, but it made a huge difference in my life. So if you are going through this problem right now, if you feel like it's time to, uh, take a step, if you feel like you're at a crossroads and you're with one foot in and one foot out because you're scared and you lack clarity, and you truly believe that this is the time to find the answers, then I invite you to believe that it is possible for you, that it can happen. And the first thing that needs to be done is realign your body, your mind, and your spirit so you can be clear about what the next step is to take. And you can be sure that when you make that step, you'll be happy and content, whatever that is for you. If you want help with this, as always, I am here. You can send me a private message or go to info@energeticsofjoy.com and send me an email, and we can talk a little bit about what's going on with you and how we can help you move forward from this stagnation that you're in into the next adventure of your life. Namaste, and thank you for being here.